is pretty spectacular. Why? Because our friends Vionic from Orthaheel, who bring you some of the most comfortable shoes around, but do something really good for you, which you're going to find out what that is in just a few minutes. You wait all year long for their today's special values. And why is that? Because they deliver comfort, they deliver inspiration to start the new year off for your best you, your most inspired you, your most comfortable you. It's our today's special value. It's a walking sneaker. We call it the Alliance, and just so you know, before we get into the colors, before we get into the sizes, what has built-in orthotics to complement maybe already existing ones, that's that Vionic technology from Orthaheel. This is going to be our only Vionic today's special value sneaker, today's special value of the entire year that we have planned for. That's right. So when I introduce you to your colors, when I introduce you to the sizes, I want you to wake up and run to those phone lines, because come time for AM Style, those girls are shopping, and that's when we can start to lose colors and sizes. Take a look at this beautiful, vibrant ombre orange pink. We've got whole and half sizes, medium wide width, sizes 5 through 12 available, but this is going to be our most limited colorway. You can see the beautiful orange and pink, the silver contrast. I have those on, and I've been wearing them all week. Next up, another ombre style. This is going to be that beautiful light blue royal. Check out that color scheme, that electric green contrast, and who knew all of that support could look so good. Next up, of course, this is going to be your charcoal. I love that we gave you a charcoal sneak with those really fun blue, shoe ties, the hot pink contrast that goes all around the shoe. That's really sporty, that when you wear any of these colors, you just know people are going to compliment you on your kicks, and you're going to say thanks. Got them here first at QVC. Next up, of course, we have your white, but I love that this is not a boring white sneaker. We've made it beautifully contrast with a really medium shade of purple that's still really feminine in this athleisure trend that we love to see from Vionic from Orthaheel. And then our last color choice, I had to tell you, it was really hard for me to choose this morning which one to wear. This is our black, and you can see with that hot pink contrast on the sole of the shoe with the laces, this is a shoe that's meant to get you going with all kinds of attitude. I want to remind you that today, for 3 easy payments of $28 and change, this is the only plan today's special value that we have in a sneaker from Vionic from Orthaheel. When you think about putting your best, most comfortable, pretty foot forward, this is the time that I want you to dial in, because this is kind of a one and done situation for what we have planned for. I'm going to introduce you to somebody that's part of the Orthaheel team. His name is Steve Mav. You see him all the time on QVC. How are
G'day,
you?
Courtney.
It's great to see you. I like your blazer.
Thank you.
Liking
Yeah,
this whole color
sporting a little
scheme.
bit of velvet.
Well, it's always a great time for velvet. That's what I always say.
When is it a great time for velvet?
Well, this has been a today's special value that has been on fire since midnight. It's the only one that we have planned for the year. If we're shopping for the first time and we're just looking at this sneaker saying, wow, what a really fashionable sneaker, who is Vionic actually for?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think if you haven't heard of Vionic before, it's all about the podiatrist design technology inside. We've got this wonderful orthotic that gives you great support inside the shoe, but with this kind of style, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting that support, but you're also getting a fantastic on-trend look that so many women out there are wearing at the moment.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear these athletically. You can, that's the good news, but if you just want to wear them casually as well with your yoga pants or your leggings or whatever it is, that's fine as well. That is the way to wear these. And if you haven't kind of seen the technology before, the good news is the shoe itself is a really well-made shoe. You've got this really strong heel counter here at the back, very lightweight mesh upper that's really breathable. We've got our EVA midsole here. So EVA is a really cushioned material, gives you great shock absorption. On the bottom.
And that's shock absorption whether you're walking or running, so you can technically run in these shoes.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you've got that great rubber outsole. We've got a little first ray zone here. Sounds a bit tricky, but really what it means is a very soft section under the ball of your foot where your foot flexes. That's important. Nice soft linings. And then the really special feature is that Orthaheel orthotic technology inside. We can slip that out there, and you can see there's all that great arch support that you just don't get in a regular sneaker.
You don't, and so often you didn't realize, I mean, if you're trying Orthaheel for the first time, I want to let you know we have a fantastic money day back guarantee. You can try them, walk around in them for 30 days. This is the kind of technology that you didn't realize you were waiting for your life, whether you needed orthotic technology support or not. I remember the first time I put on an Orthaheel thong sandal, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, like this feels unusual, but it was like hours went by where I wasn't thinking about my feet, which later when I found out I overpronated something terrible, I thought, this is a brand I can't live without. And here we are, starting the new year, where it might be one step at a time. It might be full steam ahead and you're trying to catch up. This is that sneaker, whether it's in the orange and the pink, the blue royal, the charcoal, the white, or the black, that's gonna put your best foot forward. But I would encourage you to get to the phone lines today, because whether it's pronation, whether it's heel pain, whether you start the day and your feet just all of a sudden hurt, this is a shoe that can help alleviate that while looking great at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the other really neat thing is these are endorsed by some very powerful people. Dr. Andrew Weil, who I think we're going to hear from in a second, and also the American Podiatry Association, they all recommend the technology, which we're really proud of.
Well, and we're actually going to hear from Dr. Weil, so take a look.
Walking is really the best overall form of physical activity. Our bodies are designed to do it. Walking carries the least risk of physical injury of any form of exercise. It can satisfy all of your requirements for aerobic activity. You can do it anywhere, you can do it with other people. But if your feet hurt, you're going to be miserable. It's very important that feet be properly aligned and supported. If they're not, you're not going to walk, you're going to hurt. So for me, this combination of technology and style is ideal. It's completely consistent with my philosophy of health and wellness and healthy aging.
What I love about what Dr. Weil said is, you know, you don't realize your feet hurt because they're not properly supported. You think, okay, well, I had to walk around, I do this. It's like you constantly make excuses as to why your feet hurt. And if your feet are hurting, I love that with 3 easy payments of just $32 and change, you get a shoe that's going to help alleviate some of that pain, but it doesn't look like it would alleviate any kind of pain. It's just like a really fashionable sneaker.
Absolutely, yeah, that's that best of both worlds again. And we're really proud of Dr. Weil's recommendation. We're the only footwear brand he recommends, but there's a reason why, and we're going to show you that now. It's the hard, flat ground that most of us are walking on that's the problem these days. Think of, you know, the earth. How many of us are walking on the earth every day? Soil, sand, grass. We just don't walk on that anymore. We're on this hard, flat stuff all the time, pavements and tiles, and our foot tends to roll in or collapse on these surfaces, gets really flat, can cause a whole host of problems in the feet and the shins and the knees. So to show you that, we've got this line drawn on Stacey Ann's leg here. We're going to bring her back to what we call our neutral or our natural position, and you can see how much straighter that is. That's where she'd be if she was on a softer surface like soil or sand. But again, when we let her go, see that rolling in and collapsing, it just looks
like it's breaking.
hurting. Exactly. So the solution is our today's special value. We get her into the sneaker, give her that great support. We've cut the tongue out of this one to make it a bit easier for you to see, obviously, but she's getting all that great podiatrist design support in the shoe now. Obviously, it looks fantastic, as you mentioned, Courtney. No one would know there's an orthotic inside there, but she's definitely going to feel it.
And with this natural relief that we're seeing, that's if you're walking, that's if you're running, that's if you're on gravel, if you're on pavement, tile, and whatnot.
And that's a great point. Most of us take 5,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Now, we just looked at Stacey Ann's leg. She's on that flat ground, kind of looking at her standing, and it doesn't look good. But imagine doing that 5,000 to 10,000 times a day, every day. I mean, that's why so many of us get problems as we age. We're kind of just rolling in and collapsing all the time in that flat ground, and our body doesn't like it.
And you know, it's funny. I was just talking to Kara Khan about New Year's resolutions, and one of mine was to have like a fresh juice every day. But the reality is, there's going to be a day where I'm thinking, I don't want to do a juice today. But that's just one mistake in the grand scheme of things.
Sure.
You think about 10,000 mistakes walking the wrong way, and yet you don't even know you're doing that. That's what I love about Vionic with that Orthaheel technology. Is you probably have a sneaker in your wardrobe right now that really is nothing but a sneaker. You know, it doesn't have any gumption built in under the footbed. It's just adjusting to the way that your foot is pronating, and maybe that's why you think it's comfortable for the first 5 minutes, but after a long day of wear, you need a shoe that's structurally built to put you back in the alignment so that when you're picking up the kids, when you're going to the garden, when you're running on the treadmill, when you're walking around the neighborhood neighborhood with your girlfriends, your feet are the last thing that you want to think about because they're what's going to carry you forward. But they're only going to carry you forward properly and get the most out of whatever activity that you're going to do if they're properly supported.
Exactly, yeah. And there's a great way to show you in a second too the difference between those regular athletic shoes you were talking about and the Vionic. When most of us pick up a regular athletic shoe, again, they might be soft and cushioned and comfortable, and they might have some good support in the middle, but they also normally have a completely flat insole inside them, and that's really where the problem is. It doesn't matter so much what's happening with the midsole, it matters what's happening with your foot inside the shoe. And if your foot's on a totally flat surface, you're just not getting that support that you need if you've got that pronation that so many of us have. You can see that here. This is just a regular athletic shoe, like most of the athletic shoes out there. Here's the insole inside. It's just, you know, it's a nice piece of foam, but it's very flat and it's very flimsy, and that's what's in the overwhelming majority of athletic shoes. Now, you can see from the side profile there, just totally flat. There it is there, there's just no support in that.
And that's a style too, that in the overwhelming majority of sneakers, that cost you way more than our today's special value.
Well, exactly. It could be any brand, any shoe, but just about every athletic shoe, it kind of looks like that inside. Great cushioning, but you can see it's a really flat insole. Now, there's the difference with the Vionic insole.
Wow.
I mean, you can see there that wonderful arch support, that great deep heel cup, that extra cushioning on the bottom. It just looks so different to that flat, you know, flimsy insole there that you're getting in just about every other kind of athletic shoe. So we make great looking athletic shoes. They're really comfortable, they're really cushioned,
And
they've
they're
got great...
endorsed by the APMA.
Exactly, and that's why they've got that extra support inside that you don't get in the regular athletic shoe.
Well, let me remind you of your colors as you're waking up early this Saturday morning. This is how you put your best foot, most inspired foot forward with the Vionic Orthaheel today's special value. And this is the only one that we have planned for 2015, which is kind of crazy to think about because you're thinking, okay, there's lots of months to be active. Why are you closing it out the first 3 days? This is your opportunity to start your new year off right. Here's the Blue Royal. Best part about any of these colors, medium and wide widths, sizes 5 through 12. Next up, we have, of course, my favorite color. This is going to be the orange and ombre pink. If neither one of these colors get you going in the morning, I don't know what will. Next up, your charcoal. It's been very popular since midnight. I love the pink contrast, the blue laces, so cute. Next up, we have the white with the purple contrast, really sporty feel. No way would you look at this and say average ordinary white sneak with orthotic technology built inside. Our last color choice, I think a little sassy and the most fun, the black with the pink contrast. Remember, this should be almost $120. We have it for substantially less. The shipping and handling is included, and you get the 3 easy payments of $28. To try it out at home and feel and see the Vionic difference, we're gonna go off to the phones and say hello to Regina in Connecticut. Hi, Regina. I'm Courtney. Please say hello to Steve.
G'day, Regina.
Hi, how are you guys today?
We're doing really great. What made you get to the phone lines for today's special value?
Well, I do Zumba 4 times a week, and I've had different sneakers in the past, and they're great at first, and then they kind of lose their support.
Yeah.
So I thought, I bought sandals in the summer, and I wear them all the time and love them, so I thought that these would be really great for Zumba.
So
Great
speaking
idea.
of Zumba and working it, what color did you get? Because those Zumba girls are like bright and vibrant.
Yes, I'm wearing the orange. I'm ordering the orange and the pink.
Oh, no way, that's
Awesome
what color I
color.
have on with my electric green socks. Don't, sorry.
Yeah, I love bright colors.
Oh, great, that's gonna be so awesome. And how did you feel about the price, getting all of that orthotic technology built in a shoe that you could run, you can walk, you can Zumba in?
Yeah, the price is unbelievable. Other sneakers in the marketplace are a lot more expensive, and I thought the value was great, the easy payments were great, and of course the no shipping and handling.
I know.
So you can't beat it. You got to get them.
Oh, Regina, well, that makes us so happy to hear that. Cheers to you to a happy 2015, and those Zumba girls better watch out with that orange and pink, I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Take
Happy
care,
New Year to
Regina.
you guys too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks so
Bye-bye.
much. Bye-bye.
You know, I think that's so huge for your company and your brand right now, to be able to do all of that active without having to think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't just have to be athletic. I mean, a lot of people are going to wear these athletically and they're perfectly fine for that. But also a lot of people just want to wear a really comfortable casual shoes. And these are a great way to get that comfort, to get that, you know, really lightweight feel on your foot, and also add a little bit of pop and a little bit of fun.
Well, please remember medium and wide widths. We've got whole and half sizes 5 through 12. There you're seeing the white with the purple and silver contrast. You also see Amy, she's got the charcoal on. We've also got Kyleen, who's in the blue. I've got on the pink and the purple, and don't forget about that black. 3 easy payments. This is our only planned Orthaheel Vionic sneaker today's special value of the year. This is the 3rd day of January, and you've got all year long to take your first step. I want to show you something before we go off to the phones, because this is the Vionic Orthaheel difference that you may not know you need.
So we're going to take a quick look at the side of Stacey's foot this time. Now she's on that hard flat surface again, this time it's a tile, and you can see there the line on her arch is really flat. Now watch what happens to that when we bring it back to that natural position. It's come up all by itself. Now we didn't touch her arch, all we did was really realign her leg and her foot, and then that arch comes up naturally. But when we let it go, see it flatten out. Now there's also something else unfortunate that happens here, and to show you that, we're going to draw a line here at the tip of her big toe, then we're going to bring it back to that natural position and draw another line. And you can see the difference there is about ½ an inch. Now that's about half a shoe size. When we let it go, you see that foot slide forward again back to that flatter position. So the solution there is to get it into that great orthotic technology that's inside our today's special value. And there you can see that arch is so well supported, her heel sitting down inside the heel cup. She's getting all that great cushioning, but as well, she's getting that great support that you don't normally find in an athletic shoe.
You know what's really interesting as we wrap up here with less than a minute remaining to show you our today's special value, when your feet start to hurt, that are your feet's way of telling you they're flatlining.
Exactly.
It is flatlining and supporting your body. So that means when your knees start to ache, when you wake up in the morning, your feet already hurt, you have those back aches, you just feel like you're always constantly thinking about your feet because you think, can I sit down? How long can I stay up? Do I sit down? How long can I stay up? You've been looking for an investment sneaker with orthotic technology built in probably all your life. You may not know it, and that's the Orthaheel Vionic difference. And that's why I encourage you right now to take a step towards the phone lines. Bring home a shoe that's all about fashion, that's all about fun, that's all about encouraging you to take your best step forward, but supportive, whether it's in the medium and wide widths, whole or half sizes, 3 easy payments of $32 and change to try it out. Here's the blue royal, the hot pink and orange ombre. There's the charcoal, the white, and we also have black. We are very busy on our phone lines, and with the today's special value this good at this price for an athletic sneaker that's good to walk, run, or just look pretty in, this is the time that you get to the phone.